Yo guys, what is going on? It is your boy Nick from the Foot Market. Excuse my voice. I just wanted to say I have lost it again. I don't know what's going on with my voice, but it's not the best. I can still work through videos and still get you guys content out. So yeah, we're just going to have to deal with it. I know it doesn't sound the best. And it sounds like I've dropped like 4 volumes. It's just adding up. I don't know what it is. I'm a little bit sick. So it's not the best in that manner. But we have to be honest. I have to get this out for you guys today because this is something that so many of you guys have been asking about, and I want to just kind of talk about it. And I want you guys to understand that it's something that everybody watching here today is interested in because all of these cards are very in demand and like super overpowered. So these are all cards that people want in their teams. So I want to talk to you guys, in my opinion, when is the best time to buy these cards, what is going to happen to them, and my reasons why. So all of these cards, if you don't know already, are considered best of team of the weeks. Now, EA is putting these cards into packs for a limited amount of time, and I think they're out of packs sometime tomorrow or Wednesday. I believe late tomorrow my time, so about 15 hours from now, I believe, is when they're out of packs. And I would tell you guys that I think they're going to go up. Now their lowest point was this Saturday. This Saturday when when they got put into packs. On Saturday, what happened, I believe, or it was on Friday, was on Saturday they got really low because the SBC came out of Team of the Week, and the first few hours everybody listed really low. So like obviously a lot of these players have rebounded back. Hazard's back to like what, 700, and Hazard was down at 595. He's like 690, so he's lurking. What I wanted to tell you guys is that I think there's a way to make coins off these, but the problem is that I don't love the supply. I feel like a lot of these cards have been packed a ton. So I'm not loving that part about it. I feel like everybody has gone ahead and just absolutely packed the hell out of these cards. And I feel like the supply is a little too much for my liking. So I would say if you guys want to invest in these cards, I would consider buying them for your teams this week before they go out of packs. I think the second they go out of packs, they're going to go up in value. I think a lot of people are going to start buying them that moment that they go out of packs. I feel like that one moment is going to be the moment that they start to go up. And I think with the rewards coming on Thursday, I think you're going to see a lot of people buy these cards. Because what you have to understand is that, yes, these cards have already been out in other team leagues, but now that they got put back into packs, they're almost like new cards. And people are going to like start to look at them like, oh my god, I need to get that player, you know, in my team and something like that. So that is kind of what I'm looking at, and I'm considering that as like kind of like a meta-ish factor. They're all meta cards, but like I think a lot of people are going to look at these cards and say, I want them in my team this weekend because they got put back into packs. So I think realistically this Thursday after rewards, if you wanted to get one of these for your team, I think this Thursday after rewards, they're going to be higher in price. So I think that there's an opportunity to get these in the next 15 hours and flip. There's a few of them in here that I really like. Hazard, Neymar, Mbappe, Sandro, and Royce. Like I think I like the most out of any of them. I'll talk about why. I think Hazard is the best left wing in the Prem, and I think this guy is a cheat code in this game. I think anybody playing this year's FIFA, this year's model, knows how good this card is. And I really, really, really feel like this card is going to continue to go up in price. This card, before he got put back into packs, this card was, God, I think, if we look here, I mean, I think he was 900. There was the weekend before he went out of packs, he was selling almost at 1 million coins. So just so you guys know, that's how in demand that Hazard card is. And I know it's very zoomed in, so I apologize. Another card I want to talk about is this Royce. Royce right now is like kind of in the close player of the month race. If you guys look on Flippin, if we go to Bundesliga, he is, I guess, he's tied basically in the race. He has the same amount of goals as the others. And what I want to tell you guys about Bundesliga Player of the Month is it's very fan vote based. So for me, I feel like Royce is going to win this POTM again. And I think everybody who has his first POTM or didn't complete it is going to vote for him. Because Royce's first POTM will probably be like a 90 rated. So I think a lot of people are going to do that. And in my experience with POTMs and in my experience with that kind of stuff, cards like that, in my eyes, are always good to invest in for POTM, because usually when they have a previous POTM, I learned this through Harry Kane and multiple players throughout the year, usually when they have a previous POTM, EA is really likely to go and require their inform because they require a special Royce, because they usually let you like submit the first POTM Because usually EA is not out to get like the guys who are doing the Player of the Month SBCs, because they want you to keep upgrading, because every time you upgrade, you spend more coins doing it, because they catch you on another SBC that's 100k every time for an upgrade, and by the end of the year, your card's not worth it, because Royce's Team of the Season is already cheaper than the Player of the Months you've been doing all year. So you could argue both ways, but what I think at the end of the day is that if you do want Royce like 300k, 320, 310, it's not bad. And considering Royce before all this madness with him going back into packs, before all of this madness, Royce was, if you look on Flippin', like Royce was like, yeah, like 317. So he's still not at a bad price. Like some of them are starting to rebound, and I want you guys to know that, but I'm still not against it. Like I still feel like they're gonna go up a little bit more. I have nightmares, obviously, of Team League 10 last year. You guys know Team League 10 was like a similar scenario to this, where it kind of felt like these cards were good buys, and they never went up out of packs. Well, they went up out of packs, but then they started dropping because of the oversupply. And then I want to talk about like Neymar and Mbappe. You know, Neymar before all this was 1.1, and you know, now he's down to like 1.0. He's got a lot of them on the market. He goes at 1 mil, and then he drops under 1 mil. It doesn't seem like people want to let him go under 1 mil. He was 920 at the lowest on Saturday. I think Neymar's a guy that's pretty invincible to dropping. Mbappe's like right now under 800, and he at lowest was like 720. So he's back up, but I do think he's still an 800 plus card. He was 950 last Friday, just so you guys know. So before all these guys came out, a lot of them were a lot higher. I like Sandro for some reason. I mean, Sandro right now, if you guys go look at Flippin', Sandro is, let's see. I mean, Sandro is, Sandro's 200. So I think for PS guys, under 200 on Sandro's good. You guys can see here this drop off, and like I do think there's a rebound. I think this year's different. Like I think last year a lot of Team of the Week 10 might have not rebounded because of people going to play Fortnite, because less people were playing FIFA. So I think there is going to be a rebound. I think that the rebound happens with this, and I think what these cards remind me of is the UCL cards. I think the UCL cards are very similar to these cards in the manner that I feel like UCL cards are getting put in packs like every single week, and they just keep rebounding because people are playing the game this year. I think it's something very different to think about in that aspect. Mertens is another interesting one. Like Mertens is not in my top 5 for players that should sustain a price, but Dries Mertens at 185. Like I don't know how wrong you go with that. I know the lowest that Mertens got was like 165, but considering the Champions League is 152, I do think this card is valued and should be valued over 200. So I think Mertens is a pretty safe one. I'll probably pick up one Mertens from my club. I don't really see much going wrong there. I mean, I think one Mertens in my club can't hurt anybody. So I'm definitely going to try to pick up one of them in my club, I think. I don't think there's anything going wrong there. So we're going to definitely try to do that. And then I think to talk about Lewandowski, he's an interesting one because like he got down to 160. I think he's still about 180 right now. He might be up a little bit. Don't think you can go wrong there either. On an informed Lewandowski, just don't really see much wrongdoing potential in that kind of player. I'm just not really seeing it. So I think if you're interested, you can definitely look into Lewandowski. I think at the end of the day, looking through the squad, I think they're all very meta players. I think all these players are in a lot of teams. I think they're all going to rebound back up. My only worry is the supply, obviously, and that's why we're making this video. So I think you have to look at it like I'm going to stay away from Team of the Week 10. I'm not going to touch Team of the Week 10, just so you guys know. I'm not going to do it. I don't care if these guys go up a ton. I'm just not going to do it. I don't like the supply with this Team of the Week. I'm just not a fan. I might go buy some Pjanić's. That's the only card I might buy because Pjanić is on the lower side. You know, but other than that, Pjanić had a low point on Saturday. Pjanić was like 35. I mean, other than that, Mahrez could go up after rewards this week. The problem with Mahrez and that issue and why I don't think it's 100% going to go up is because of Sterling. I think Sterling has that inform coming this week, and I think Sterling's got a PUTM around the corner as well. Sonic could go up. I think Kane is very cheap, so I think you look at Kane as being somebody that could go up. But I'm just worried. I think all this Team of the Week and I think all the best of cards, I think they do rebound on Thursday. Like I think with rewards, you're going to see the market in one of the highest spots it's been in all year. It's going to go crazy. So make sure you guys are buying cards before this Thursday. Even the metas and all that, I do think it's going to go really high. But I'm just kind of talking about like long term. I don't know how much this holds. And that's my worry about it. Because obviously when you have a lot of supply and a lot of players on the market and a lot of these cards, it's always really hard for these cards to sustain an actual value. And that's like my bigger problem, and that's why I'm a little worried about these cards long term, and that's why I'm making this video. I'm telling you guys that I'm less worried about Royce because the POTM is going to keep his price up and inflated. I think Hazard's a less of a worry because he's Prem. I think Sandro being a left back in Brazil, that's the best Brazil left back, so I don't think you can go wrong with that. Mbappe, I don't think you have to worry about Neymar because they're just so elite. And I have a little bit of like a tinfoil thing that I wanted to talk about, and I think it's the possibility of Cavani maybe going up this week. Cavani in form. And my reason behind that is because I think that Mbappe and Neymar have dropped like 100 to 200K each. And because they're newer, I think that maybe they're going to be a little bit more attractive for people to go and get for their teams. So I wouldn't be surprised if Edinson Cavani goes up a little bit this week. That's kind of like my little bit of an outside shot. And I wanted to kind of throw that out there to you guys and let you guys know that I think that can happen. I think, look, all these players are going up Thursday after rewards. I think they go to packs tomorrow. This is not a video to tell you to panic buy. It's just my thoughts on it because I know some people think that these guys might keep going down. I don't think so. I do think some people have bought into them in the last 48 hours, so I think that that's risen their price. I wouldn't go full in investing, but if you're interested, I'm making this video to let you guys know that you can do it. Thank you guys for watching the video. Let me know in the comments down below how you guys are doing. Where are you guys at in terms of coins? Do you need to buy players? What are you looking to do? I'm sorry about the voice. I had to get the video out to you guys. I know it doesn't sound the best. It's going to be a little shaky this week. I'm trying my best to get it back. I got to keep going out with the content with you guys. I'm not sad. I'm happy. My voice just sounds terrible, and I took yesterday off, and it just ended up not helping. So thank you guys for watching the video today. I appreciate all you guys supporting the channel recently. So many guys dropping hearts, dropping everything. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in a video soon. Peace out.